Hi, my name is Peyton Collins, and this is my American culture reaction video on the body ritual among the Nacirema by Horace Minor from the University of Michigan. And this is for my COM-263 class at Grand Canyon University. In this article, it was written that Professor Mutton, an anthropologist, came across this tribe who took up a large territory which is now known as North America, who believe in very uncommon practices. As you read this article, Mutton describes horrendous practices that he witnessed and how uncommon they are to be heard of today in American culture. Personally, after reading this article, I was pretty shocked by some of the customs they had. And as I was raised in a Christian household, I know that God values our bodies and we should treat them well. And it was interesting hearing that in paragraph 4 on the first page of the body ritual among the Nacirema, it is said that they believed the human body is ugly and has a natural tendency to get diseases, which I think was pretty shocking concerning some of the practice they had. I would think would cause more diseases if anything, but I feel like as you're reading this article, I think you start to develop a sense that your own culture is better than theirs, and you start to just kind of judge their practices and how they were. And I think that is kind of bound to happen when looking at other cultures that aren't your own. When really you look at our society now and you see people that dislike their bodies and want to change them, like getting plastic surgery or want to lose weight, while some of the Naciremas had rituals to fast to make people thin, and they had ceremonial feasts to make thin people fatter, which is, it's kind of twisted when you look at it like that, but really in our society, I feel like people do want to change their bodies and don't necessarily like how they look. Something I chose from our culture that might be seen as a little different from an outsider's perspective, I think would be the holiday Christmas. And I know this is a huge holiday, it's celebrated by millions and millions of people, but specifically Christianity celebrates the birth of Jesus. And if you're looking at it from an outsider's perspective, I think they might think it's a little different. Like, it's one day a year where everyone gathers to celebrate the birth of a baby so many years ago, and it may look a little cultish to people who don't believe in Jesus and the practices he taught throughout his life. But I think most people celebrate Christmas as a way to gather with their loved ones and bring them, presents at Christmas morning. But specifically, Christianity celebrates the birth of Jesus Christ. And I feel like throughout history, there are many explanations about why Christmas is on the day that it's on. But according to Business Daily Heritage, written by Douglas Curreny, he said that it is widely held that early Christians chose December 25th to celebrate Christmas to encourage the spread of Christmas and Christianity throughout the Roman Empire, because if Christmas looked like a pagan holiday, more pagans would be open both to the holiday and the God whose birth is celebrated. Over time, Christmas became a holiday to celebrate everyone's faiths, even if they're not Christian. It's a time to spend with family. I personally believe that these changes over time have been very beneficial for our society. Christmas is, one of the most widely celebrated holidays. Most people celebrate Christmas even if they're not Christian. And according to an article I found on Why Do Non-Christians Celebrate Christmas, December 11th, 2022 by Adam, it is said that basically they treat Christmas as a way to celebrate their loved ones and participate in family traditions. And I think that a practice that came from a specific religion that has now formed into something everyone celebrates is very important to American culture. I think it is one of the most important things that we accept each other's differences and accept each other's beliefs and values as a way that we can thrive as a society. And I think when you look at Christmas and you see how many different religions celebrate it, or at least some type of holiday near December 25th or around that month, it's interesting to see the differences between the type of practices that we do. And I think it's great that we all have an understanding of one another and don't judge each other for our differences. In conclusion, thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Peyton Collins, and this is my assignment for COM-263, or Elements of Intercultural Communication, with Professor Donna Mills. Thank you.